I'm Allison Hope. I'm the Director of Community Engagement for City Market, and this is Pat Burns, our
Project Expansion Manager.
there we go. And we are going to give you a tour of the about to be finalized South End City Market. So we are outside. Our canopy is going to be a nice color green with a sign up top which has some nice wood cladding. And when you walk inside through the entryway, we're going to take a left turn and we're going to go right into the produce stand. So follow us. As you come inside, you'll notice up above, this is where our customer service desk and our member information is going to be housed with a small computer kiosk and all sorts of brochures. And then as you turn to the left, you'll get into the produce department. The nice thing about having customer service right in the entryway, of course, is that if you have any questions, you know exactly where it is.
And as you come into produce, you'll see conventional cases on this side. All of the organic cases will be on the side, on the wall side. In the center will be a series of the dried static stands we have for potatoes, for bananas, for apples. Everything will be done. And this area right here will be a large floral display.
From produce, we will walk into the bulk department.
Over on this side is your produce prep room, but we won't worry about that today. And this will be set up. All of the gravity bins will be along this side of the wall. We'll go down to the far end where we'll have the liquids that we normally have and for that. And along here will be the rest of the other bins that are there, the scoop bins for the flours and also for the sesame sticks and everything else.
The snacks on the baking set.
Well, I'll run along this wall down here.
And then if we follow back and around the corner, throughout the whole space, we're going to work with our downtown muralists, Car and Row. So when you look up and you see all sorts of white space, some of that is going to be covered by murals by Tara to tie the downtown store and the South End store together. So sometimes about how to shop in bulk or why bulk is such a great deal for our members and our customers. Also have access to a great produce prep table to be able to set their bags down on or tear their containers that they bring in on themselves. So.
We'll get to the back of the house later.
We have kombucha and RO. Where's that going to be?
Kombucha will be, for now, not like the one we currently have, which is a mix of a single kombucha station here. Similar to the one we used to have, but the 8 taps, and the reverse water will be installed over there now.
And I think we're getting something new with kombucha that I heard from Allison about, which is something that Aquavite is just starting to do, which is there'll be some taps of plain kombucha with a fresh juice mix that you can add in. So you can, it's like a graveyard mix for soda when I was a kid. You can mix and match your own and add the types of flavors that you like the best, or add in a couple of different flavors if you want.
This will be the berry cooler. This would be the...
It's a wall full of berries.
I know, and with glass doors that open up. So
and that'll be a lot easier to fill in from the backside as well, right?
So we won't have any, yes, we won't have any energy loss, but this is the yogurts and the milks and the eggs. We'll have butter and other things over here, so we actually have area on 2 different sides.
Lots of room to look.
This is the designated demo area.
We have 3 open floor spaces that we put out there for different demo spots. So they're a lot bigger than what we have in the downtown store, and they won't get in the way of customers. They won't create the pinch points that we do now, or make it hard to get to the pasta sauce, or some of the other items. On your right is all the loader shelving for all of the dry goods and the end caps. So the bulk of the grocery department right here.
This is what will be the customer's viewpoint of the meat and seafood. Similar to the case that we have downtown with the seafood, where you have the enclosed part for the fish, and down below will be the self-serve stuff. We now will have that both for meat and for seafood.
Which means we're going to have space for value-added products that we don't have right now, and by-the-pound type options for meat and not just seafood. Right now, all we have is that one seafood space, and then everything else you can purchase is already cryovac or wrapped on a tray. And so this is part of what our executive chef, Michael Foss, is going to be working on in terms of recipes with meat and seafood manager, Jamie Lewis, to make sure that we have some great options for customers now that we have more space. So this whole wall space are all going to be specialty cheese, right?
So this is the one that everybody stands behind now. This is the deli counter where we have this slice. You can get your meat slice, or you can get the salads and things served to you. There'll be a wider use of those things. I'll have more stuff. Artisanal breads here.
So our local bread vendors have some nice space here.
Sandwich station. And behind the sandwich station, you'll notice that there's an exhaust hood because we will have a rotisserie, or chicken rotisserie. And salad bar. And this is all of your grab and go on the other side of Allison.
And also a lower top, which means you could actually put baskets of things here if we wanted to. There are a lot of other co-ops that put baskets of rolls on top or baskets of desserts on top.
Grab and go, and beverages there, and some more from here. And then if you look over this way, you'll see what is the coffee island. Pour the coffee, serve their coffee. And behind it will be...
Oh, the juice bar. So Juice for the People. Mike Winters, locally owned, is going to be squeezing fresh juice just like he does in our parking lot at our summer pop-ups. And so that will be the store within the store concept. So he'll be doing that pretty much the whole time that the store is open.
And then along here, this is your cash register line running down through here.
How many lanes do we have?
We have 10 registers. We will grow into those. We have 10. The idea being we have the express lanes here because a lot of the customers will be walking in from this side because you have Select over there and all the other places have over 500 employees at dealer.com, etc. We think they'll be biking and walking this way. Come in, serve themselves, and go right back out. So we'll have this open at all times. And then down that way will be the larger lanes that will be there for the bigger baskets. Down closer to customer service.
There will be a nook outside the cafe. So right now in the downtown store, people have to go inside the cafe to get to-go utensils or napkins or condiments. We will have those options for customers both inside and outside the cafe. In the cafe, we will have a station along the wall here for returning your dishes, for the usual compost, trash, and recycling. We'll have some beautiful wood cladding on the ceiling, skylights. The two top tables that we'll have in here, as well as the bars on either end. So where those nooks are is where we'll have bar tops. Those are all made by Adam Marsano, the local woodworker who did the tables and bar top at our downtown location.
And that was reclaimed from this building we took out to build the store.
We'll have a garage door on either end, so that in weather, frankly, weather just like this, we'll be able to open the garage doors and get some nice fresh air in the cafe. And as you can see, there's plenty of room for seating and hopefully a bit better flow. We'll also have some chairs and tables on the outside. And unlike the downtown store, people will be able to go get their food, go into the cafe, and go right outside to sit if they want to, and then come back in. And then on either side of the cafe, and we can't really get to that one, Abby's doing murals of all sorts of things that we sell in the store. So this is the outside of the Flynn Avenue entrance, so the one that I think will get most of the bike and walking traffic. So the majority of the bike parking is going to be purple and logo, and it's going to be right here. And then the Poppy Collective, so Haley Rockwood and Deanna Hurley are working on this mural. So this is supposed to be, part of this is supposed to be like what the view of the city from the water looks like, but also with chicken coops, and I think they're going to put some wind turbines in there, and just it's going to reflect the natural beauty of Vermont in painting point. All right, let's head upstairs to
That's the entrance off of Flynn Avenue. That's the walking entrance. Three customer bathrooms over there. Also, another cart corral out there on the other side.
This is the mezzanine view, and delightfully enough, there's actually no place to hit your head.
Walk this way, we'll go into the community room.
Yes, so elevator and stairway for employee access, but also customer member access. So we'll set this community room up much like we have the downtown space. The idea is that the majority of the chairs are stackable. push them off to the side, so that when we get up and running, probably sometime in the spring, we'll start to be able to lend this space out to community members who want to use it for gatherings. And it just really has easy access up the side stairs or up the elevator for a wide variety of needs. So we made it simple and large enough if people want to have meetings. I think we even talked about poetry readings or dance recitals, whatever people wanted to do. And again, Adam Marsano, our local woodworker, is building our tables, our conference tables, much like the downtown store ones, out of reclaimed wood. And Joe from Metalworks next door is building the bases for us. And we'll have a monitor on this wall for folks to use the computer and do presentations in here. So lots of natural light.
And it also connects to the teaching kitchen.
So this is what we were hoping to have at some point in the downtown store. So the idea here is that our community engagement department can test recipes on site. This will also work to help with prep for demo. If our executive chef wants to test recipes, it might be easier for him to get out of the kitchen and try them out here. But the vast majority of our cooking classes will now be held on site with a parking lot that will allow customers to park for classes. Which administratively means that we can spend more time curating classes rather than figuring out where we're going to hold the class and making sure that that space has the amenities that we need. So there's space up front for someone to lead the class, and then there will be stations around the room for class members to do hands-on cooking.
Prep sinks and cutting board, hand wash stations on both of those. And then up here, we'll have an 8-burner range with 2 stoves underneath it, a griddle and a flat top.
And also plenty of natural light and pantry space all along that wall so that we can keep all of our amenities here. And right now, we just sort of have a cramped space. So we'll continue to do some classes, more community education classes or lecture style classes in the downtown store, but the majority of classes will move to this location for sure. This is the upstairs bathroom for folks who are taking classes. So it's an extra bathroom, but it means that when offices are closed, we can lock the door to the open office space, and customers can come up the stairs and just have access to this space. Whereas now in the downtown store, they have to walk back through almost all of our employee-only areas to get to the community room. In this case, we've isolated it into one corner of the store. So this space will be our open office space. It will have 18 workstations that will be shared amongst folks. Some of them will be sometimes in the downtown, some of them will be sometimes in the south end, and we'll have a space along this wall that's a workspace that kind of combines what we have in community engagement right now and what we have in the Xerox area near the new Perch Merch team and the GM's office. So lamination, paper cutting, paper supplies and whatnot all along this area, and workstations all through here with some really nice natural light on the side.
And windows are open. Small conference room over here, so if we need to gather, we know we don't have any meetings, but we can if we need to.
We never have meetings.
Yeah.
And then along this wall we have 3 office spaces. So we have some folks who rotate in, the centralized departments rotate in from the downtown and south end stores. And so the leadership team will have space here to share. Hopefully up to 3 people can be working in there at a time, as long as they're people I get along with. Just kidding. And then we'll have a space for HR team to come and go through here and do benefits conversations and interviews, and when they're not here, they can lock up their things and other folks can use that office. And the store manager and assistant store manager will have some space up here as well. And again, the idea is that they're all flexible space. Things are locked up, laptops will go with you, and when somebody isn't using that space to work, it's also a flexible meeting space, which we lack quite a bit of in the downtown store. So we're trying to make everything as flexible as possible. We have the copy room with supplies, so centralized copying and printing, which is nice. You know, right now I think in the downtown store we have a number of different printers to keep track of. It'd be easier to have one printer, one copier, one scanning machine centrally located The front end will probably have a smaller one downstairs, and that's about it. A lot easier to keep track of and change the ink and the toner for.
Server room galore with miles and miles of cable. This is the employee locker area.
So we'll have resort-style lockers in the locker area, which means that when you're working your shift, you pick a locker that's not being used, you pick a code for that locker, and when you're done with your shift, you take your stuff out of your locker, you take it home, and on your way you go. Lockers are super expensive and they take up a lot of space, so we're going to have enough lockers for the number of people who are on shift at any given time, and not enough lockers for each individual employee. But we'll also have benches and shoe cubbies and plenty of racks to hang your coats on, spaces for aprons and rags and things like that, and we'll also have mailboxes off to the side. So just enough space, but right now our lockers take up the majority of one hallway.
Employee break room.
So the employee break room is going to have some tables and chairs in here, a couple of computer carrels for public computers for folks to use if they want to use the computer during break. We'll have a couple of comfortable chairs and a coffee table in between those, and then plenty of storage. The fridge, I assume, is going to go right there. A couple of microwaves and probably a toaster and an electric kettle, much like we do in the downtown store. But plenty of natural light, again, windows that operate, a door that closes, and no offices off of the break room. So it'll be nice and quiet for everybody, which is great. And then in here we have the employee bathrooms and a shower.
3 bathrooms and a separate shower.
And I call it Euro style, right? It's bathrooms off of one centralized washing station, so you're not duplicating everything. So ADA compliant bathroom available for wheelchair, an ADA compliant shower that you can roll right in that just has a floor drain, so we don't need to clean a shower curtain or do anything else. And instead of paper towels, we're going to go with hot air, which we seem to have a lot of these days. I think almost as exciting as our teaching kitchen is that we'll have a nursing room for staff to use instead of, the mama bar is delightful, but it's in the hallway and it's a little awkward for people. So nursing moms will get their own space with a comfortable chair. I think we were going to put an under-counter fridge in here, hand washing area, and a space for trash. So plugs, people can charge their phones or listen to music, whatever works for them, and some natural light as well. So it's a little more discreet, it's a little more comfortable. You can lock the door, and it's a little more soundproof, so it should make everybody happy. Can we go up to the roof?
Please go ahead. I hope you brought your shades because it's going to be really bright up there.
Future's so bright. Pat, what do you want to talk about?
The housing unit over there is the rack system that houses all the refrigeration. And as you probably heard, this is a new system, first time used in the state of Vermont. It's a critical CO2. So we use the CO2 as a refrigerant instead of some of the artificial gases. The nice thing about it is if there's a leak, it's CO2 that's leaking, so there's nothing that really depletes the ozone. It's considered to be the most advanced step in cooling. And you know, we chose to go that route. It's a little more expensive on the initial install, but it's more efficient to run. And the maintenance of it over the long term is less, so it does have a payback period, but it still was worthwhile just to do it. We felt it was really important, and potentially all the other gases, the 404As and the ones that are being used now, could be legislated out by EPA, possibly. The rest of it is all rooftop units in terms of HVAC, exhaust hoods for all of the cooking, and then heading over that way, it also goes over over the loading dock.
And then you can see the tops of the skylight tubes
yes,
that
solar
you might
tubes
not have
over there.
noticed downstairs.
And those are, it's just a solar tube. It's just the light that's from it. It gives us tremendous amount of light gain down on the floor. Each one of them also has a damper so that it can be closed, but we normally will just leave it open because it's great. We get all that extra light without having to pay for it.
Yeah. And you'll notice even when we're up here that we're still not taller than the tallest filing cabinet.
So that's the roof. This will be your trash compactor. Recycling. This will be the compost area down here. The loading dock. 2 loading bays, and this is the walk-up where all the vendors can come up through from the parking lot. And we can see that on the outside. And that's Siberia 2, over there behind us, the freezer off the walking. This is the back hallway that leads from the loading dock. So you can see that the back of the carry cooler actually has 2 entrances into it. And then all the way down to the far end is the entrance into the produce walking. So they'll just wheel the pallets right down through into there. Same thing through into the meat and seeds. So everything was designed to be able to accommodate pallets going through, out onto the floor for groceries when we're doing pallet drops or whatever we're doing. So we're trying to do it. And there's a freight elevator behind there which can go upstairs.
We are really, really excited for this building and this new space for our members and our customers and also for the community. But most importantly, it's going to be a great place to work, and we would really love to see your application for any one of the number of positions we have in the South End store. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask our kind HR department. That's it. Ta-da! So I think we should probably wrap up. Wait, can we do this?
What?